Hello, Christina here. Let's color today. I've chosen this adorable bear page from Vivi Tinta's Fuzzy Hygge. Don't forget to put something behind the page before you start coloring so it doesn't bleed through. This is a night scene, so I'm going to add a glow on objects that are getting hit by the lights that are hanging and the candles that are lit around the scene. If you'd like to know exactly what colors I'm using, I've listed them in the description below. Also, I'm a pretty slow colorer, so I've sped this video up just a little to save time. I'll be playing some soft music for most of the video, but I'll pop in here and there to share what kind of effects I'm doing and any tricks or tips I have for you along the way. I'm using two colors for the hanging lights, and I'm letting them bleed together, so I'm using the colors on top of each other while they're wet. After I've added colors around the candles and lights, I'll be using a yellow colored pencil to create a soft glow of light over top. Since this is an evening or night scene, I've chosen a dark color for the background. I'll admit, coloring large areas sometimes makes me a bit anxious, so I try to find the close-off parts of the background first before I get to the largest area. You'll notice that sometimes I rotate my page if I find it's easier to color that way. Backgrounds can be tricky when there are a lot of objects in the way of a wide open space. You see here that I'm alternating where I'm coloring so the ink doesn't get dry in any particular area. It's hard to see here, but there's a very faint pencil line around the bear's nose because I want to leave that area white. I did mess up a little bit and you don't see it, but I go back with a white gel pen to paint over the brown marker that creeped over that pencil line. Here I'm using a very, very light touch with the very tip of my marker. This color is full and juicy and dark, and I don't want it to bleed into the little yellow stars. I've skipped the part where I've painted this pretty plant, but don't worry, I've made a short explaining the process and I'll link that down below. One of my favorite parts of this page to color was this rug. I used two very similar shades, one lighter and one darker, and I colored it in sections using the lighter color first and then the darker underneath objects. I then used the darker color to add little dashes all across the rug for texture after the base color had dried. Next, I decided I wanted this dog to wear a sweater, which is really easy to add. All you need to do is draw two little lines to represent the sleeves. For the dog's fur, I'm using two different colors, one lighter and one darker, and coloring it in sections so I can add the darker color while the lighter color is slightly wet. I want it to bleed a little to help it look more like fur. Now to finish the sweater, I'm adding black fineliner pen to outline the sleeves. I also thought it would be fun to make the sweater a knit sweater, so I'm using my colorless blender to create texture. If you'd like to know more about this technique, I'll link to the video which explains it in detail down below. I forgot to add the candle glow to this table, so I'm adding it now. After I finish the table, I use the same color to flick downward on the base to give it a deeper colored shadow. I'm coloring the side in again as well because it's also in shadow. I'm darkening the left side of the frame here because it's further away from the light and in shadow. Finally, I'm adding the glow to the candles and lights with my colored pencil. I have a few colored gel pens, so I'm adding light yellow dots as extra stars to the window. I decided to also add some light orange to the center of the candles. Here I'm using a pink gel pen for stitching on the pillow. I'm using a white gel pen to add a reflection to these pictures to make it look like they're framed under glass. All done. I love the comfy and cozy and relaxing vibes of this one. I hope you enjoyed coloring with me. Please feel free to leave me any questions or comments down below. And if there's any other types of videos you'd like to see, please let me know. Thanks for watching and take care.